Today's August 30th and this is my 6th garden update. I wanted to start by showing you the huge zucchinis that I just cut off my zucchini plant. I swear these things pop up overnight, and I think I'm probably going to freeze some of these. Some as shreds and some as slices. And my bulbs have popped up. They're just so beautiful. I have one over here too. Those just turned out really, really nice. Okay, so let me take you back. Pardon our dust. We're still in the process of constructing everything. So here's my first garden bed, and you'll notice that my husband actually finished putting the little tops on these beds, so they have more of a finished look now. I have one huge lettuce, and it's about time to start planting some more. I heard that I can plant greens up through fall, so that's exactly what my plan is. Green onions continue to grow. My bulb onions, a lot of them have started falling over, so I just pulled one out to see how big it was, and this is what it's looking like now. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. I may yank the rest of them up and let them dry out so I can store them. Oh, check this out. So this is my corn. Woohoo! And yes, I have tons and tons of ears of corn. I would say there's about 2 ears of corn on each stalk. I can tell that the tops of the ears are not fully formed yet, and I'm sort of waiting for the silks to die off a little bit. But we should have quite a bit of corn. Strawberries. Strawberries continue to be pretty prolific. In fact, I see a few more in here that I need to go through and pick. So we actually have enjoyed tons of strawberries all summer long. Picking off the blossoms early did definitely make the plants grow hardier, and I don't know, I think it yielded more fruit for us that way. So here's the first of my really crazy containers. This has just about everything in it. First, let me just explain my raspberries. So if you remember, I transplanted these raspberries for my dad's yard, and those were actually transplants from my grandfather's yard, so it's sort of special. Check it out. It is the end of August, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to get raspberries. I'm wondering if I'm actually going to get raspberries this late in the season. But there's like little flowers all over my raspberry plants, which I'm totally surprised about. I didn't think we'd see anything till next summer. We've been enjoying blueberries, just a few of them this year. They're very tasty. Lots of carrots. And then this monstrosity is a cucumber plant. And I am actually starting to get some cucumbers. You can kind of see some in there. They're starting to grow in size. I'd say the largest one I have is maybe, I don't know, 6 inches that I found on these plants. So I still have a ways to go. My mint continues to grow well. Yes, I have had to cut it back a bit, but it just makes such a pretty smell whenever I'm back here working in the garden. I really love what it adds. Okay, so this is the second of my crazy planters. So this is cucumbers and watermelon, and I think this is really sweet. Sort of in the middle, they've sort of tangled, their little tendrils have started tangling together. So we have cucumber plants and watermelon plants kind of growing together. As far as the watermelons, you can tell that the plants have done really well. I just don't think we're going to have any watermelons to eat. You can see this is about as big as they've gotten still. We're still looking about, I don't know, the size of a marble, perhaps, at this point. These are my cucumber plants, and I've tried to trellis them up, and that's worked pretty well. Here's a rather large one, cucumber in there. You can see that's probably one of the bigger ones. This has worked well, and I just love how the little tendrils, they will sort of hook on and grow up. So this is a great way, if you are short on space, to try to grow your vegetables vertically. I plan on experimenting more with this next year with some peas and beans, just getting things to grow up versus out, because you can tell what happens when things start to grow out. They really start to grow out, right? Okay, so this is my beans and my zucchini plants. I need to probably come out here. I think some of these plants have started to run their course. I need to pick the last of these beans, and this zucchini plant is not looking sad. Admittedly, I've not been out here in like maybe 3 days, so this little guy is probably starving for water. You can tell some of my flowers have dried up, but the plant continues to spread, and I still continue to get, you can tell there's another zucchini that I haven't picked. But some of these plants, I'm just wondering if they're starting to not run their course or not. They're just, it looks like I've had some problems with like some sort of black mildew on the plants. But I will say that the zucchini has been incredibly easy to grow, and it's one of those great garden vegetables that a little goes a long way, let's just say. These are my tomatoes. The tomato plants continue to be really huge. In fact, they got so huge they toppled over. You can tell they're seriously trying to rival the height of my corn. I'm starting to get some that are turning in color, but not many. Let me see if I can find you some. Yeah, you can see that I have a few that have started to turn red. Some itty bitty ones. That one's probably good, huh? But not many. So this may be just testament to the sort of wet and cold summer we've had. So sort of sad that we have lots of little baby tomatoes, but I'm not honestly sure how many are going to make it before we get the real cold weather here. And then last but not least again, my corn. So that is my update for now. I'll be really curious to see what's going to happen as we trend towards the colder, wetter months. For those of you that have asked, yes, I do plan on continuing to grow through the fall. I am planning on growing garlic, and I'm looking at some overwinter carrot varieties as well as some herbs. So I will keep you posted on my garden plans. I'll see you soon.